In this demo, we will take a look at what you can build making use of the open source SAS Viya MCP server and this example dataset detailing how you can look at insurance claims and predict it off of policies. Now, to make use of this, we are going to work inside of Claude Cowork, where we have given it access to our local file system and we have connected the SAS Viya MCP server and also put it into act mode so that it won't ask us questions, but of course do that as you set it up. Next up, we will look at how Claude Cowork tracks progress, connecting first to SAS Viya, then moving through the analytical lifecycle, ingesting the local data into SAS, then profiling it to get an understanding of the data without having to touch it directly, then going ahead and training an automated machine learning project. Now, while this is going on, we can see that the 400,000 plus rows have already been uploaded into SAS Viya and are ready for us to make work of. Note that the model itself never looked at all of this data. Rather, we just used the tool to upload it, where we can then make use of the analytical power that SAS Viya provides us with. For this, we are running a profiling job inside of SAS Data Governance. And Claude provides us with a deep link to that asset inside of SAS Data Governance, where we can review all the details, share it with colleagues, adjust some of the metadata as we see fit, or dive into the specific details like we see here if a policy has a claim or the driver's age. Now, moving on, we can look at the first insights that Claude has derived for us based off of this data that SAS Viya provided it back with. Again, only giving it access to that collected data without having to give it direct access to all of the data. The next step it identified is to train an AutoML. This means it will kick off a process inside of SAS Model Studio where a project is created for us. Again, a reusable asset that can be shared, that can be monitored, that can be retrained at a later stage. Instead of monitoring this ourselves, we will leave that up to Claude Cowork here, where it can manage the process while it's going through all the different stages of oversampling, modeling, exploration phases, and training and running the pipelines. And then once it's done, it's going to kick it back to us for human-in-the-loop review. So here we will look at the results of the champion model that was created for us, where we can look through the node details and dive into the assessments and understand all the details. Once we are satisfied, we can go ahead and publish this model to the mass publishing destination. This provides an easy-to-use API surface that models can make use of in order to interact with these models easily, providing a way to programmatically call them and score the models. Now, of course, we're going to go back to Claude and tell it under which name we published this model here. With this name, we can allow it to keep working on the processing, and that will help us create an easy-to-use application where we can review, test, and have a bit of trial back and forth with our generated model here. You can see how Claude systematically understands the API surface of our model and then generates a small scoring application. The neat thing here is that it also provides access to the governed assets behind the scenes.